All right, don't stand there looking stupid. Everything's going to hell and Delgado needs you in operations. Not yet, but hey, if you stand here long enough, maybe we can just wait and see if their next attack wave does a better job. Yeah? Well, if we survive, I'll pat you on the back later. Ikande's throwing everything he's got at us, but we're planning on pushing his sorry ass all the way back to Jemison. That is, unless you want to keep standing here talking while the Vigilance puts its crosshairs on us. Is this important? We have an emergency going on, you know. What's the matter? You need someone to hold your hand? We've got other waves of cis-def ships jumping in, and I'm heading out to try to coordinate some defense. Don't worry about me. Just get up there and talk to Delgado. Now. You have no idea how tempting it is to tell you to hand it over to me. But then I don't feel like having Delgado hunt me to the ends of the galaxy. If we even survive this attack at all. Just bring it to him, and let's get this show on the road, okay? Let's see. Maybe because someone just brought enough credits to the Crimson Fleet to fund all of their operations for at least the next decade? Quit asking stupid questions and get your ass to Delgado before he has to start looking for you himself. Better hurry! Delgado's waiting for you!
Don't think my blood is boiling. Let's do this! Keep a kill count? Everyone's gonna...
I don't know if you've heard, but SysDef's decided to pay us a little visit.
Sharks don't scare me.
Hell yeah, we took out that first wave, no problem.
This is it.
Oh yeah?
Day we put
Just
the
SysDef.
sharks down.
They came some backup.
Bring them on.
Great whites in
System
those
doesn't
waters.
stand a chance to
Hey.
complete.
So is it true Marines like to wear a lot of plate? Because if so, I'm gonna need a better weapon.
System made a big mistake coming here.
Step into my parlor, little fly. Auntie Luca's got everything you need.
Don't forget to save some creds for armor,
Please
too.
tell me you know exactly what materials you need.
The only clothes you need is another strap.
I don't need whatever.
See anything you like? Don't be a stranger.
Bring 'em on. SysDef doesn't stand a chance.
It's all hands on deck for this one.
SysDef never learns. No one comes in the fleet and lives.
Not now. We'll talk after.
This is you and me. We're gonna run this place someday. Is that it? That is Grix's legacy? Dios mío. I can't believe it's right here.
Jazz, fire up the analyzer. Can you confirm?
It's true. You were right all along, Del.
You know, there were moments, doubts. I almost stopped believing it was real, that I was chasing ghosts. But then came that day on Subarov, and everything changed. And now, here it is. Grix's legacy. Our future. Of that, there can be no doubt. I get what you're saying, but we're not gonna be bankers. These funds will go to weapons, ships, and boots on the ground. Now, only one thing stands in our way. The vigilance. Speak of the devil. Jazz, what is the situation?
Our lives depend on it. Looks like Ikande is starting to move.
Typical Sistef. The sharks are so bloodthirsty, they won't even give us time to bask in the moment. I saw that. Hell of a job. But this is just the beginning. Those first few Sistef ships were only scouts, trying to confuse us and probe our defenses.
Which means they're playing it smart. They're gonna try to take out our defensive batteries before bringing in their big guns.
The batteries are the only thing we have with enough electromagnetic firepower to punch through the Vigilance's hardened shielding. We lose those batteries, we lose everything. Precisely, so we can't afford to screw this up. Jazz, lay the plan out for us.
We're gonna hold the fort here while you hop back into your bird and head for those defensive batteries. For optimal firing coverage, we're keeping them far from the key and each other. So you'll have to jump to each one individually.
You see any Sistef ships get within pissing distance of the batteries, you take them out. In the meantime, we'll secure Grix's legacy here and have Shinya begin cracking the encryption right away. I don't care what you think. Now that the legacy is here, I'm not letting it slip through my fingers. Receiving a cut of those credits is the only thing that is convincing the fleet's captains that it's worth risking their own lives to defend the key.
Hey, if it's any help, you can count on one hell of a party when you get back.
Amen, Jazz. Once the batteries are online, we will start our attack of the Vigilance. We'll tear apart the shields, board the ship, and bring Ikande to his knees. No, we might not get another chance. The Vigilance will only be in range because they think we are defenseless. We need to strike quickly and then board the ship the moment their shields are down. If we wait too long, they'll have time to recharge. There's no room for doubt now. When you found the legacy, you erased all of it. Oh, and one last thing before you go. In preparation for the attack, Ikande arrested some of our people. While you're aboard the Vigilance, you might want to spring them from the brig. All right, that's it. If you have any questions, now's the time. Otherwise, good luck. Hurry up! Sistef is kicking in our front door. Only the idiots who are stupid enough to get caught. Like a few of our grunts that got drunk and passed out right near the Jemison jump point. Adler Kemp also got picked up at Sidonia. I don't know how they zeroed in on him, but the evidence is rock solid. If you can free any of them, I'm sure they'll be happy to pick up a gun and lend a hand. By itself, the Vigilance can't take us out. The real problem are all the escort ships interfering with the defensive batteries. I bet Ikande convinced those assholes at Mass to risk a couple dozen ships to make sure we're destroyed before we put Grix's legacy to good use. Basically, Sistef is pushing in all their chips on this hand. And so are we. This is headed straight over to Shinya Voss. You'll plug it directly into the Reckoner's core and start decrypting the data right away. Knowing how fast he works, we should be swimming in credits by the time you get back from kicking Sistef's ass. It's all been leading up to this moment. Don't screw it up.
Yeah? Forget something? Nope. Just keep SysDef from blowing the things to bits. I'm already working on remote connecting to them, but there's still a hell of a lot I need to secure the uplinks and charge them for firing. Buy me as much time as you can, and watch yourself out there. If you left 5 minutes ago, they'd still have you beat. Not gonna sugarcoat it, it's likely all 3 batteries will be offline by the time you get there. But those things are resilient. Just clear any SysDef ships, and I can get them back online. You just leave that to me. Yep, they were part of the station's original. The UC built them to cover the lock, but they didn't even... Since we're now using them to target the Vigilance, we're basically turning their own weapon against them. In order to have maximum coverage for any possible approach to the key, we've moved the batteries from their original positions. They're in orbit around Suvorov, but we shift their track from time to time to keep the enemy guessing. Pretty smart, huh? I bet you would. I'm just kidding.
Pressure normalizing. Undocking complete.
Beta battery is down. SysDef must have knocked something loose. Buy me some time to do a remote fix, will ya?
Hey, Beavis here. All ships fall back! Defend the key!
Well, hello, sunshine.
Contacts incoming.
Crimson Fleet. This is Commander Ikande of the UC Vigilance. Surrender and prepare to be boarded. You heard him. SysDef's here for a visit. All ships, show them how we do things around here! I got fleet on my six!
Come on! Defensive batteries are ready to unleash hell, but I can't get a clear shot.
And grab drive.
All ships, don't waste
Let's go.
Just like old times. It's good to be back. If you think that compliment is gonna get you out of paying me my cut of Frix's legacy, then you're gonna be in for a surprise when we get back to the key. Anyway, I'll deal with these prisoners. Could use a few extra hands. Go on, go on. You work your magic, and I'll take my pick of the cargo here.
This is as far as I go.
your ass again. I should start charging you for my help. Still not gonna let that one go, huh? What the hell do I have to do for you to forget that it ever happened? Anyway, I'll clear out the rest of this bay. You better get going.
Maintenance team! Protocol Gamma! Repeat! Protocol Gamma! already at 65%.
Follow you. You're ready.
Keep rolling in. Life's good.
Looks clear. Secure the area. Lock it all down.
They've taken the engine room. Fall back. Defensive stations.
I'll keep an eye on things here. Well, that's that. This little beauty isn't jumping anywhere now. What would you do without me? I'm not gonna stand here and have a pissing contest with you right now. I've got a ship to secure. All right, enough of this bullshit. Go on ahead and give Ikande my regards. I bet he can't wait to see you.
hell of a team. That was a challenge, but this? Taking things right up to SysDev and giving them a swift kick in the crotch? This feels good. Besides, if you think I'm going to stand here and let you walk away with all the glory, you're dead wrong. When there's money on the line, I think you'll find that I'm full of surprises. You just watch your ass. Ikande's out for blood.
Secondary generators have failed. Switching to aux power. We got this. We'll show those bastards.
Took care of the mess around here for you. Felt pretty good, too. Been a while since I was dropped into the middle of a firefight. Last time I was in a shootout like that, I was backing up the strikers. They ended up getting on Benjamin Bayou's nerves, so he sent me on security to clear out the strikers' warehouse. Of course, I had a certain financial stake on the contents of said warehouse, but we won't get into that. Yeah, well, spend as long on Neon as I have, and you learn that using a gun is the most effective way to get what you want. You better run along. I'm sure they'll send a few goons through here eventually. We'll handle it for you. No one's getting past me.
Commander Ikande, all hands abandon ship. I repeat, abandon ship.
The vigilance to fall into the hands of the Crimson Fleet.
Why are you even bothering to talk? We should drop this asshole right now.
Lower your weapon, Jillian.
Are you out of your mind? Why?
It would be pointless. I have activated the vigilance's self-destruct. It won't be long before this ship and everyone who remains aboard are going to be incinerated. Or what? You will kill me? You've already done that. The destruction of this vessel and the deaths of everyone aboard falls on your shoulders. Whatever caused you to side with these lawless pirates, I hope it was worth it. In the past, you speak in riddles, pirate, but I will tell you plain. Whatever your motivations, your actions make you a monster. I will kill you myself, but in light of what's about to happen to us, I suppose it doesn't matter.
Commander Akande didn't make me do anything. I chose to stay behind.
You see? That is called loyalty. A concept that you are obviously unfamiliar with. And why would I do that? No, you couldn't have. Whatever suffering you hope to dole out will end the moment this ship is destroyed. Bastard. Are you saying you'll spare her and my crew? I'm loath to trust you. You also have no reason to hold us. I don't believe you, but there's even a chance you're telling the truth. You win. I've cancelled the self-destruct. We won't have any resistance from myself or Lieutenant Toft.
All right, Commander. I lost some good friends today, so no tricks. Fall out of line, I put one in your head.
I don't care about my life. I just want assurances that my crew will be spared.
You're breaking my heart.
Oh yeah, you're real tough with unarmed prisoners, Mora.
Yeah, listen to your boss, Jillian, and keep your mouth shut. Now move! Both of you, now!
planted a flag on the goddamn vigilance.
That was some battle. I've got goose pimples. I ain't no damn bird.
I chased a few down. Can't let the captains have all the fun.
Speaking of which, good work, Rook. You killed it out there.
The legacy is ours, and no one can take it from us.
We really did it, didn't we?
I'm going to celebrate with a bottle of grog. And all the chunks I can eat.
That's one hell of a souvenir you got there, pirate.
I figured we can use it for target practice.
What about the rest of you? Come back with any spoils?
I think I got, somebody's toothbrush.
Why would you take that?
We can use it to scrub the toilet. Yeah!
Stopping SysDef is going to bring a lot more attention. But with the credits from the legacy, we can make those people look the other way. Until we meet again.
Way to stick it to those SysDef clowns, Rook.
You should have seen me.
I get it. You're a celebrity.
We're done here? Great. I told you that. Well, if it isn't the pirate who saved the fleet. It's good business having you here. Need more weapons or ammo?
TK's on. We got the legacy and beat up SysDef.
You might even say, storming the Vigilance must have put a few dings in your armor. I can help you replace it.
Well, TK, I guess you aren't a complete waste of space.
They're gonna mark this day down in history. The fleet are legends. Good job. The Crimson Fleet won! We won! And it's all thanks to you!
So, tell us about Jasper Crix's version of the Crimson Scar.
All I can tell you is that under my guidance, the Crimson Scar became more influential than every other syndicate combined. Here I was, 22 years old, and I had power, people that followed my orders, and an endless stream of credits. Gale, I have to tell you, I was having the time of my life.
So you'd consider extortion, robbery, burglary, kidnapping, assault, and murder to be positive life influences?
No. I'd consider them as just means to an end. Those so-called crimes were merely stepping stones until I had enough wealth to buy the Crimson Scar a few spacecraft.
Yes, let's talk about that. It appears you weren't satisfied with terrorizing New Atlantis.
Yeah!
Oh, I've never stopped reaching Gale. The amount of money we were making in New Atlantis was decent, but the really big scores were in space, on the cargo ships. We're talking millions of credits, maybe more. Who the hell could count it all?
Most people assume this is when the UC decided to actively set up a task force to pursue the Crimson Scar.
That's correct. Those idiots in charge of the United Colonies were clearly embarrassed that they had allowed the Crimson Scar to make the jump into space. They sent ships after it.
Way to stick it to those SysDef clowns, Rook.
Aw, I forgot how much the drinks here suck. Thanks for doing all that stuff you did. If you need me, I'll be at the bar.
Not bad. bad at all.
It's nice to know. It's good to be back. After everything it took to get back in, I'd be a fool to leave now. And besides, there's history being made in this moment. Even if I had business elsewhere, it can wait. It's no different than any other business acquisition. We keep the name on the store, but the credits go to the fleet. Goodbye.
God, but this was one hell of a ride. I hope the fleet knows how lucky they are to have us.
I knew you'd fit in here. Glad you didn't make me look bad. Maybe I'll pen a biography. A new legacy by Angela Kim.
Day, am I right?
You can write the foreword.
Guess I owe you a drink. One day. Maybe.
You son of a bitch, you did it! You actually pulled it off!
Didn't I tell you, Dale? I told you there was something different about this Rook.
Oh my god, Nave. You're so full of shit.
What? I just call it like I see it, Jazz.
Yeah, sure. I seem to remember your rant about that lousy Rook and how you were gonna off that loser and take their ship. No?
Shut up, Jazz.
Both of you, cut the crap and let me talk. All right, look. I'm terrible at this crap, so I'm going to spare all of us the stupid speeches and make this short. When I took over around here, things were looking grim. We were hanging on by a thread. The only thing that kept the fleet intact was the promise that I'd find Crix's legacy and put us back on top. At the time, I was full of shit. I didn't know how the hell I was going to make that happen. And as the years passed, my words started to wear.
We lost a lot of good people because they thought Dale was chasing ghosts.
She's right. That thread I was talking about, it frayed. Badly. But when you found that recording on Suvorov, the hunt reignited. You gave us the courage we needed to hold fast. Now that his legacy is where it belongs, we can become the pirates Crix always meant us to be. Thanks to you. Well. You've certainly learned to fit right in.
What? No extra cut for the humble mechanic that made all of this possible?
Oh my god, lady, give us a break.
All right, let's get down to business. You want your money, and you're going to get it. A lot of it.
See, now you starting to sound like me. Next thing I know, you'll be trying on my clothes. Won't look as good in them, though.
You better not be flirting, because I might get jealous.
Okay, let's get this done. Before you head out and get drunk at the Nova, I want you to remember one thing. The fleet always comes first. There are still jobs to run, things to steal, and places to wreck. So celebrate, get wasted, then get back out there and make us some money.